I've had this video idea in my head for about a couple days now. It's been nagging at me, and the idea was about nervousness in your early career and how it can impact you throughout your career. I'm not gonna tell everyone that you need to be some super extrovert, because me myself, I am not a extrovert. I would consider myself an introvert, and there's some settings that you feel comfortable being your real self in that real moment. So, nervousness is not a stop sign. In your early career, most opportunities feel uncomfortable before they feel normal. And when you get your first few jobs in your early career, everyone seems to be this crazy expert. I want to let you know that they are not any smarter than you are. They are not. They have just been in that position for many years, picking up on all the little nuances and things of that nature. They are not any smarter than you. And when you get into certain roles at certain ages, the people at the workplace, they'll make it seem like, oh, they're so much smarter and this experience and blah 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 blah. That has its place, it has its place, and it's important, but it's not as important as they would like you to believe. And just because you're nervous, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be there. Sometimes nervous just means you're new, and that's okay, because it just takes a little bit of time. So yes, I'm saying experience matters, yes, but it doesn't take as long as they want it to seem. You can get used to something in 3 months, 4 months. So nervousness does not mean that you're wrong. Sometimes nervousness just means you're new. Examples: applying for a job, asking for more responsibility, speaking up in a meeting, asking for advice, negotiating pay, volunteering for a project. Bro, stop rejecting yourself first. Right now, I'm in the point of my career. I haven't technically accomplished anything yet because I've not gotten a bigger promotion. I'm probably in the same situation as all of you guys that are listening right now, if you guys aren't in a higher position. But what I've noticed is that people reject themselves before they even get the chance. I mean, when I strolled up into the department, there's been people there for years and years and years, and they just never understood the concept. They've never went out of their way to go to their manager, their supervisor, whoever their boss might be, and just say to them, hey, I want to progress. I want to get better. I want to gain more experience so I can make more money. Okay? They just never did that. They just come every day. They sign the job description. They come every day. They do that exact same job. And then they just go home. And look, I'm not going to talk down on people that obviously they just want to come and they just want to go home. That's fine. It is only okay if you are okay with staying in the same place that you are currently. So don't self-disqualify. Don't think to yourself, oh, I'm probably not qualified. They probably won't pick me. I don't want to seem annoying. I'll ask when I'm ready. How are you going to know if you can get it if you don't ask? This is the question that I want to ask you. Do you want to get what you want, or do you want to be qualified? Explain that to me. If someone was going to give you a job and they say, look, I'm going to give you 6 months to figure it out. I know you're not qualified, but I'm going to give you 6 months to figure it out, and I'm going to pay you $6 million a year. Are you going to turn around and be like, hey, no, I'm not qualified. Keep your 6 mil. I'll wait until I'm qualified, or give it to someone else. Give it to someone else that's qualified. What are you going to do? Because I'll tell you what, I have one life to live. You have one life to live. I am taking the 6 mil and I am figuring that shit out. I don't care. I don't care. That's what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, you have one life. And if you're watching this channel right now, I know that you are trying to retire early, go live your life and enjoy your life while you're young, be financially stable. And if you want to accomplish all those things, you're going to have to do things that you are not qualified for. That is just what it is, because you're trying to be on an accelerated path. The path that we are taking is an accelerated path to wealth, to growth, So you're going to end up taking on a lot of projects. You're going to end up being a bit presumptuous. You're going to end up being a little bit presumptuous. You're going to have to seem a little bit arrogant. I'm not saying to be an asshole. I'm saying to have a little bit of confidence. And bro, we're not going to work our life off of feelings. We're not going to work our life off of feelings. So let me strip back that confidence. I don't give a fuck if you are confident or not. We do it because we have to do it and we're going to do it. That is why we go out and we make shit happen. A no from yourself counts as a no. It does. Look, don't give me that bullshit about I'm working behind the scenes. Being good quietly isn't good enough. If no one knows what you're doing, this shit isn't good enough. As a matter of fact, I would say that anyone that keeps giving you work behind the scenes with either no promotion, no visibility, no money, brother, you're getting used. You are getting used. You didn't know it, but now you know it. Okay? This is the reason why. In your early career, people need to know what you can do. That does not mean being fake or loud. It means being visible. So here's what you're gonna do. Ask your supervisor, your manager, your boss. Ask them. Ask them to help with projects. Speak up when you have a useful thought, especially in a group setting. Bro, don't let any of these old heads tell you, oh yeah, you don't know anything, be quiet. I'm not gonna tell you that you need to, go out of your way to talk out of turn and stuff like that. If you don't understand something, be quiet. But if you do have some kind of value to add your value. Do not be scared. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of people are not gonna like you, especially some of these old heads. And look, I'm not gonna try and get on their backs or whatever, but a lot of these old heads, when you get into these corporate jobs, they're gonna look at you sideways. They're gonna look at you and be like, hey, who does this guy think he is? And you know what you have to say in yourself? You have to be like, well, I'm the kid that's not gonna be 40 working in the same position that you are in the next couple of years from now. You get what I'm saying? They are mad because they didn't do the things that you are doing. And that's why they're mad. And this is exactly why you should do what I'm telling you to do, because you don't want to turn into them. You don't. Okay, let's move on. So you're going to ask to help on certain projects. You're going to speak up when you have a useful thought, build a relationship with experienced people. You're going to track your achievements. And when I say track your achievements, I mean write them down in a notes app, in a notebook. Look, I used to think this shit was lame as shit, right? Oh, writing things down and blah, 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 blah. Bro, you need to write that shit down, bro. Over the span of 2 years, 3 years, a lot of information gets lost. And once you have that, you're going to be able to see point by point all of the value that you've added to your department, to wherever that you are. And when it's time for you to get your promotion or time for you to move jobs, you're going to be able to have all the information at your fingertips. So when the interview questions come around, you're going to kill that interview with flying colors. And lastly, you need to let people know what opportunities you want. If nobody knows what you can do, your career is moving on silent mode. Bro, you need to ask for what you want. Do not wait for someone to magically notice your goals. Bro, it's so funny that I'm talking about this right now, because I just did a meeting where my manager gave me the opportunity to work very closely alongside her. There was a new system rollout to configure and implement the system, and then I presented the software to the CEO of my company today. And it's so funny that last year I had basically, zero experience. I've only been working at the company for about 2 years. I just knew I wanted more out of this, and I knew that I didn't want to wait 5, 6, 10 years to get a promotion or actually do something. I have a degree and I have goals. I have goals to retire early and I have goals to be rich. I don't want to be broke. I refuse to be broke. So anyways, last year I literally booked a meeting with my manager, which is so weird, right? My manager probably never had that happen to them before. I was like, well, look, I want to grow in this department, and any project that you can give me so I can, gain more experience and so on and so forth, I would love to be a part of it. I told them my goals. I told them exactly what I wanted, and little by little by little, it just all played out. They trusted me with one small project, And then after that, they started to ask me to do little favors for them, a favor here, a favor there. Once they saw that I was performing, then I got a shot at a different software, not the one that I'm doing now, but a different one. And then once I committed and I actually rolled out the first one seamlessly, professionally. And I mean, look, fake it until you make it. There's a lot of things that I didn't know. There's a lot of things that you're just not gonna know because you've never been there before. But you have to make it work. If this is what you want, and you wanna progress, if this is what you want, you're gonna make it work. You're gonna have to do your research. So that's what I did. And things just started to work out. After I did that one, that was like a medium project. I mean, it was very important as well, but it wasn't as big as this one. So when this opportunity came around for me to be a part of it, the first person that my manager thought about was, hey, this guy, he definitely needs to be a part of this project because I've seen what he can do. The manager couldn't have said that for anyone else. No one is asking for what they want. You think people are asking for what they want, and you think that your managers and your bosses and they know that you want it. They don't know that you want it. And everyone wants something, but you can't expect them to be mind readers. You have to go out and you have to ask, and then you have to perform, and then you have to accept the opportunities when they appear and not count yourself out. So you're going to ask for feedback, you're going to ask for training, you're going to ask for mentorship, more responsibility, a raise, a promotion path, a chance to shadow someone, a chance to prove yourself. You can be respectful and still be ambitious. You do not need to make yourself smaller. You can still be humble. Because if there's someone else that knows more than you, then you should still give them that respect and that freedom to teach you. Okay? We're not looking to be arrogant here. But if you're looking to be in especially a leadership position, what I've learned is, as a leader, you don't need to know everything. Really. I mean, take a look around. Look around you. Look around you. Leaders, they don't know exactly how to... I mean, let's just say you work in construction, right? Your boss might not ever need to know how to lay a brick. Never. They might never know how to, I don't know, mix cement or what's the nuance behind mixing cement. But they're the ones getting paid the big bucks. They're the ones telling you to lay that brick. They're the ones telling you to lay that brick, and they don't even know how to lay that brick. They don't know what the first thing is about laying that brick. But the money is in being able to lead people. The money is in leading people. And the money is in delegation. You should know how to delegate. You do not need to be fully ready. Most people wait until they feel perfectly qualified. That moment usually never comes. You grow by getting closer to bigger opportunities, not by hiding until you feel perfect. Confidence usually comes after action, not before it. Confidence usually comes after action, not before it. Do you think I would have been confident enough to take on this final project if I didn't do the first project? Can you believe my confidence after doing this final project? I have just done something that a lot of managers, a lot of other high-level people are scared to do. I just presented a project in front of a whole conference room of chiefs, including the CEO of my company. How much more confident do you think that made me? How much more confident would you be after doing something like that? You would be crazy confident, because who else in that organization would you be scared to talk to? Who else? You've already reached the top. Who else would you be scared of? Nobody. You wouldn't be scared to talk to anyone. The level of confidence that I feel after today is crazy. Your 20s are the time to take shots. Bro, you are going to regret not taking all these shots in your 20s if you don't take them. You are supposed to be learning. You're supposed to look slightly awkward sometimes, because you are. You're supposed to ask questions. You're supposed to try. And look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I wasn't nervous. Bro, my heart almost fell out of my chest. Right? My heart almost fell out of my chest. I was speaking to the most important people in the entire organization. Of course, I was nervous. Of course. My hands were sweating. I was drinking water like a maniac. Sometimes you might have those moments where your mind just goes completely blank, but then you gotta just catch yourself and push through because you know exactly what you're heading for. You're heading for greatness because this is what you want to do. This is what you're going to do. Fuck anyone that tells you that you can't do it. Fuck them. Fuck all these old heads that want to tell you, oh yeah, this, you gotta wait. No, fuck that. You're doing this shit right now. And as a matter of fact, I don't even want to take no advice from them because they didn't even do what we're doing in our 20s right now. I don't even want no advice from them because they look at you and they think, fuck, I wish I could do it over. I would do it just like them. And the key point here is your 20s are not the time to protect a comfort zone. You're protecting a comfort zone that has not even paid you yet. How are you protecting a comfort zone that hasn't even paid you? You're broke. We're broke. Like, okay, and whatever. You don't want to say, oh, you're broke. Bro, compared to where I want to be in life, I am broke compared to where I want to be in life. And if you are not able to improve, and if you're not able to be like, yeah, I'm broke compared to where I want to be, and you've already got there, then maybe you shouldn't even be watching this video. If you're already rich, my boy, this video ain't for you. You get what I'm saying? It ain't for you. I just want to leave you with this. Humility is not for hiding. Being humble does not mean pretending you don't want it anymore. You don't want anymore. You don't care. Oh, I'm just gonna let them have it because I'm humble. I have humility. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And I used to do that. I did. But every day I just learn from it. I mean, just in the little conversations, you have the opportunity to speak up and say your point, but you don't because you're young. And you don't want to seem stupid or you don't want to seem like you're being arrogant. But at the end of the day, you control your future. Humility means staying teachable. Stay a student of the game. Always be willing to learn. Always be willing to shut up and let someone else talk when it's the time for that. You have to respect experience. I have people in my office that I don't see as people that would lead me, but I respect their experience. I still call on them and their experience when the time is necessary to be like, hey, look, hey, can you show me this? Can you teach me this? Hey, you've been here a lot longer than I have. What is the nuance behind this? Can you help me? You have to be able to admit what you don't know. And bro, let me tell you this. Even the president of the United States of America doesn't know things. He doesn't know everything. Okay? Elon Musk, the trillionaire, the billionaire, trillionaire, gazillionaire, he doesn't know everything. Isaac Newton, he didn't know everything. Albert Einstein, them dudes didn't know everything. We don't know everything. I don't want to know everything. I just want to be rich. What do you want to do? Do you want to be rich or do you want to know everything? Okay? Do you know what I'm saying? Come on now. And I'll give you guys some advice. Use this monthly system, right? So every month, make one uncomfortable but useful ask. Okay? For example, ask someone for career advice. Ask your manager what skill you should improve. Ask to sit in on a meeting. Ask to sit in on multiple meetings or any meeting. Ask for feedback. Ask about a future role. Apply for one role slightly above yours. One uncomfortable ask per month can change your career faster than waiting quietly for years. Rejection feels bad for a moment, but staying invisible can cost you years. You don't need to become fearless. You just need to stop letting fear make your career decisions. I promise you, this will drive growth in your career and this will make you more money over the long term of your career. If you've liked this video, like and subscribe and comment down below. What are some things that you are planning to ask for that you probably weren't gonna ask before watching this video? Let me know down below.